Hello again, guys. Welcome back to another reaction. Today we're watching RWBY Volume 5's Weiss character short. And before we begin, I just want to let everybody know that I have already seen this when they showed it at RTX. I was at RTX this year. Speaking of which, this is one of the shirts I bought at RTX. Boop. And yeah. It's not like it was an RTX exclusive or anything like that. It's just when you see the physical thing in your hands, it just makes you want it even more. So I just ended up buying it as opposed to just buying it online. Plus, I don't have to worry about the shipping fee, I guess. So this is a rewatch for me. Like, you know, even though I had already seen it at RTX, it was still on kind of a screen, like a larger screen. Couldn't really see every little detail, but you know, since then I've been at work, and you know, and as I got home, I also watched, you know, some reactors already. I've seen a few reactors watch the short already, so I'm just gonna go through. I'm gonna watch it with captions so that I could see, or so I could read the lyrics of the songs to see if I can, you know, get anything out of it. But yeah, so in case you guys don't already know, this is the first of 3 character shorts that we're gonna get. When I was at RTX, they mentioned that they were going to do a character short for Weiss, which they were going to show at RTX, and then they said that they would do a short for Blake and Yang as well before Volume 5 came out, or comes out. I don't know why I said it in past tense. So before Volume 5 comes out, so we'll get 2 more shorts. They didn't mention any like World of Remnant videos or anything like that, so we might just get those 2 shorts and then we'll jump right into Volume 5. That's much I could tell you. That's really all I think they said. Just from my memory, I know Murder of Birds. I think he recorded himself live during RTX. Which I would never be able to do that. That's pretty amazing. I still haven't watched his live reaction at RTX yet, so I'll have to go and watch that after this. But yeah, so I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna just, you know, name or comment on some things as we go through it. How I felt watching this during RTX, and yeah, so I guess we'll get to it here, guys. And let me full screen. Start the video in 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, it looks so much better when my face is just right in the damn screen. You see everything. Oh, so you know, first thing I immediately noticed watching at RTX is that she's wearing her old outfit. I also noticed her hair, her ponytail was in the center as opposed to the side, and this is what I didn't see at RTX, was that there was no scar. It was a little tough for me to tell. So this was even before the white trailer. I feel reactors got confused here. People thought this was Weiss summoning these Grimm, but of course this is way before, and I guess they didn't realize this was a flashback yet. And then, you know, they realized, oh, it's not Weiss's summons because she's fighting them. And people say things like, Winter saved her, but no, it's just Winter summoning these Grimm to train her. I don't know why, but that's like one of my favorite parts of this character short. This was that ice melting after she used her fire attack. I really should be reading the subtitles, the lyrics. love that. This is what I missed about Weiss. The thing about Weiss is, and that's a great shot, and this shot is even more satisfying to watch now after hearing them talk about that shot at RTX, that wide shot, you know? They talked about that during RTX, and I was really, it just made me appreciate it even more. This is where I kind of lost it. I'm like, I don't really understand what that thing was coming, and it just felt like something that Weiss should have been easily able to dodge it, but okay, so I didn't really do a good job at reading the subtitles. The lyrics. I'll need to go back again. I was too entranced by the animation.
I'm not always going to be around to save you, Weiss.
And I know a lot of people are like, oh,
Sorry. I'll get better.
warning flags or whatever when
Whoever wants to leave.
Winter said that. Death flags, I think. Death flags. Which, you know, I can see, but I don't want to see. And then, boom, wake up. Flashback dream. October 14th. I feel so far away. It's like 3 months. But at least we got Ruby Chibi, which I won't be reacting to until a week later. Okay, so, you know, the first thing, just, you know, it's definitely a flashback. A lot of the reactors I watched seemed a little confused, or just they weren't thinking about, or just seeing the details of the short and not quite understanding where it is. But that's just what I noticed. But for me, I think the cool, like I said, the coolest part for me in this short was, and I wasn't like saying some reactors just doesn't notice things. It happens to every reactor, including myself. But I'm just trying to share the knowledge of what I know, and I'm sure a lot of reactors have gotten comments, and I'm sure I'll get some too, that, you know, things that they missed or what I've missed. So, you know, the hair, and I talked about this in the past, and this is also because what Murder of Bird said. Her hair is in the center, and I think that was when she was considered proper, like, you know, for her father or whatever. You know, she had to be this proper girl. And I think when she moved her ponytail to kind of like to the side, that's when she was rebelling against him, in a sense. You know, she doesn't want to be his, you know, under his ownership anymore. She wanted to be her own person. And I think that's really cool that we actually got to see that. And then we didn't see her without her scar. I don't. And obviously she got that scar from fighting the giant knight with the Buster Sword or whatever. So this was way before, which is crazy because she seems even more OP in this character short than she did against the knight, right? But that doesn't matter. The thing that I'm most happy about is she looks like, the fighting looks like Weiss again. You know, the thing about my favorite thing about Weiss and her fighting style is that, and this was shown in pretty much volumes, you know, 1 through 2, and her trailer, the white trailer, is that she looks like she's dancing when she's fighting. This did that again, and it made me really happy. In my personal opinion, Volume 3, although we did get to see her fight, it did not look as elegant as we had seen before. And just once again, personal opinion. And I think I'm excited to see what they do with her moving forward after seeing this short, because she looked like she was dancing again. And that makes me so happy that they've kind of, I don't know, figured it out to, get her in that form again. Especially because Weiss was pretty much the only character we didn't see fight in Volume 4. We mostly just saw her deal with her problems with her dad, not her parents, but her dad and her brother, I guess, as well. And we watched her grow and get out of the situation she didn't want to be in. We didn't see her fight at all. Blake, we got to see her fight, the Dragon Grim, the Ocean Dragon Grim. Yang, even though she didn't fight any bad guys, we did see her spar with her dad, which was really cool. And Ruby, obviously has fought a bunch of things in Volume 4, including the Geist Grim. What was it? I'm like blanking out. The Nuclevi, I think it's pronounced. And then also Scorpion guy. I don't know why I'm blanking out. I'm blanking out so bad. It sucks. Tyrion. Jeez. Gosh. So yeah, we've seen her fight aplenty. Probably Team Ranger probably got the most fight scenes this past season. And yeah, I'm just really happy to see Weiss back in her form, and I hope it continues into Volume 5. So that's what excites me the most, when she was just going away with her rapier. And it almost seemed, watching it, it almost seemed she had just gotten her rapier. Like she was, I don't know, she kept looking like she wanted to hug it. I don't know. She looked like she wanted to hug her sword, her weapon. I'm not saying, of course, maybe she has practiced with a rapier before she got her actual weapon. And I'm forgetting the name of her rapier, so I apologize. But maybe she practiced with a normal one before, so that's why she's so skilled with it. But now she has one that utilizes dust, and she's using fire, ice, whatever. And one thing that they never really explained, and we haven't really seen her use it again. And this was way back in the White trailer. When she was going for the final blow against the knight, her rapier kind of glowed white. One could assume that is ice, but I don't think it was, and I kind of hope they explain what that is. If not, I don't care. It's okay. It's not going to bother me too much, but if they do, I'd be really interested to see what it is. I'm sure there's some theories about it and stuff out there, but I want an official thing about it. And as I mentioned before, the whole scene where she uses the fire dust with her rapier, and then they showed the icy environments start to melt away. That's really cool. I don't know why, but I just thought that was the coolest thing. I think it gave me chills when I first saw it. I think that's why. And just her bouncing off the platforms, that's something I think she did a little bit in Volume 3, but not the same way. This goes back to me saying that it does not look like she was dancing anymore in Volume 3, but in Volumes 1 and 2, and then the White trailer, it looked like she was dancing, and now it's back. So that's really all I can say, guys. Not much else there to it, and the last thing I can really talk about, I guess, is I would have to go back to the lyrics, but I recall someone saying how the lyrics kind of also threw up some death flags for Winter, as well as the "I can't protect you forever" type line. So there's some death flags there, and I hope that's not the case. But you know, we gotta see something between Winter and Crow before that happens. At least. But yeah, so that's really all I gotta say, guys. I don't want to make this too long. I have another reaction to do. Got another episode of Darker Than Black to go through. But enough of my ramblings. Once again, no RWBY Chibi this weekend, for the reason that I already seen it. So I won't say anything. I won't spoil anything. But we'll be back next weekend for show, full show. And I finally got my camp video up today. So hopefully I don't run into that issue again this Friday, with the next camp episode. I'm sure Rooster Teeth probably ramped up the auto detection or something, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people had issues uploading some Rooster Teeth reactions this past week, and I think it's just because of RTX. You know, they showed a lot of things early that they didn't want to get leaked, including this Weiss trailer. So it's understandable that they did that. And if you have issues, just know that you can dispute it. Pretty much, if you're also a RWBY reactor, or just like a Rooster Teeth reactor in general, pretty much every time one of my reactions for RWBY or Camp get copyrighted, I dispute it. I let them know that it's a reaction, and I'm okay with letting them monetize it, and usually within the day, sometimes longer. I think this one took longer because I was a little late on it, and it just spewed over to the weekend, and I'm not sure if they work on the weekends. Probably not. So it didn't take till today for them to get to it. But they will initially, you'll get an email saying that they refused the dispute, but you'll notice that it won't be blocked worldwide anymore. Instead, it will say monetized. At least that's how it's been for me every time. It's worked for me every time. So that's just my tip to you, I guess. If you've ever run into an issue. So, but anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my reaction. I didn't really do a good job at reading the lyrics, so I'm gonna have to go back again and read the lyrics. But thank you again for the likes, comments, and subscribes. And thank you to my Patreons for the continued support. I will see you guys tomorrow for new game reaction. If not, then I'll see you Wednesday for My Hero Academia. If not, then I'll see you on Camp Day. So, either way, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I will see you all next time. Bye bye, guys.